Yeah, we giggled, yeah. Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 1, Episode 18. I am your host, but not the DM. Adam is the DM for this campaign.
Hello!
We don't have Ahmed, because Ahmed's in Egypt, and it's like 4 or 5 in the morning there. And Mark is doing OT at work. So...
Yeah, he dumped us for money.
I can't wait until one of us wins the lottery where it's like, you have no excuse. You have all the money you need.
What do they pay you? A double.
Oh, funny.
Winning the lottery isn't going to be me. I don't.
You don't partake in this? Okay.
I don't partake in. I partake in fundraiser lotteries like 50-50s and stuff.
Okay.
Just because, you know.
But those tend to not be enough for what we're talking about.
No.
Funny.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Apologies.
All right. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game while we're waiting for Adam? The survivors cling to the mermaid's mirage. Karen is isolated due to his sickness. He had some nasty filth fever from the horrible bilge of the Promise. Sunwoo finishes barding for Krimlir, which later saved Krimlir. With help from key members of the crew, Molgromere drafts a message for the Grand Archaeologist, and by the grace of Acadie, the message is sent. Hence the name of the episode, Acadie's Messenger. A great shark tries to eat Krimlir and Black Dog. Krimlir almost was eaten, if it wasn't for that new shiny armor. The survivors are contacted via magic, and a rescue is mounted by a strange captain. One of the survivors is voted captain for the upcoming expedition to Bonewrack Isle. That survivor was Molgromere. Banta was right. He is indeed the captain. Sunwoo makes a new friend and is gifted a magic ring. You get a ring of swimming that is also a ring of counterspells. And then the episode ended a little bit early without the outro, as we ended up chit-chatting about other things after we did a break. I don't know what's in store for tonight, though. Crazy stuff. Party is currently inside a giant whale, as the druid Vost has come to rescue us from the mermaid's mirage, our little rum vacation that the horror film turned into. Sunwoo was talking with Vost. Vost was sent by the Grand Archaeologist to pick us up and is bringing us to Bonewrack Isle, which we were told is an island that is commonly claims ships and shipwrecks, and that there might be a ship called the Invictus, something like that, that is known to have wrecked there. And we're effectively said that there was likely enough treasure on that island to outfit a new ship. And that our launch would be sufficient to go from Bonewrack Isle to a nearby place called the Squibs, which sounds like it's an independent pirate port for outfitting of ships and trading ships. Also, we were told that we might be able to find additional crew there, as depending on the size of our ship that we end up getting, we may not have enough people to make boat go.
Apologies.
It's all right. We just did the recap.
Perfect.
Yep.
I heard make boat go.
Yeah. I was talking about the squibs.
Yes.
We currently, depending on the size of the boat that we decide to get, or that we find or could afford after our expedition to Bonewrack Isle, we may need additional crew to make boat go.
Yes.
And before I ask some questions about how long the trip takes, Sunwoo wants to do two things during the voyage.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to check out Pablo's pen because we've leveled and we want to try to re-identify what the
Something
heck
that
it is.
you
And
didn't
then
identify correctly. Yep.
the magic pen has something stored in it, so we want to know. Unfortunately, we lost all of the fucking maps and charts, and so I went through our list of treasure. There was a bunch of wealth that we lost. Basically, anything we didn't divvy onto our persons, but it did include the Aqua Vitae's manifest, the Aqua Vitae ship maps, the brass frame and painting of young adventurer named Pablo, and the damaged charts from the shackles from the El Pez. These were things where I'm like, oh, these might have been useful. I think we've learned our lesson. The second we get a portable hole or like a bag of holding or something like that, important stuff like that is going onto our person. But for now, it was just shit we had in with the rest of the charts
Just in the deck,
captain's.
and nobody went to the captain's quarters.
There wasn't time, dude. There was no time to go do that. There was no time.
I take no responsibility.
No responsibility. Fuck. The
There
one
was
person that
nice
could have
moments
saved the
involved.
boat was in the bottom of the boat. Had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Playing with rings, keeping Karen company.
Oh goodness!
And then there was a die roll for like, how far away is it? And it's like, it's 1 round away. Well, okay.
We're just so lucky Lee scooped up that bird.
Yep.
Because we would be making this journey in our little boat.
In little paddle boats. And if you think sharks suck when you're on Seaweed Island, imagine what sharks are like on little dinghies.
Well, no, not all of us could still fit on those boats. Some of us would have had to swim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do sharks like big snake tails that wriggle around like worms?
Yes.
Like, oh god.
Things that move and create shadows above them. Yes, those are.
Yeah.
Love them.
Anyways, okay. So while we're in Greyno's, Sunwoo does want to take a moment to use the. He's going to take 15 gold pieces of magic ink,
Okay.
and he's going to use what is this thing called? He's going to use the Fu Ying Mai's formula alembic of many colors to copy the color of Greyno's, like the gray in Greyno's, to make 15 gold pieces of magic ink in that color.
Okay. You're making custom colors of the bride.
Yep.
You're going to be able to paint match if you scuff it.
Sunwoo then presents the ink to say la Vost. It's not much, but we recently discovered the usefulness of Animal Messenger, and here's some nice ink that's the same hue as Greyno's that you could use whenever you send your little critters to go give messages.
He nods. He's actually touching the side of Greyno's along the side of its mouth. It's nowhere near the top. As you're basically sitting on its tongue. It is a thoughtful gesture. Thank you.
Also, I have an identification that I need to cast. Should I go inside a rope trick to do that? Maybe I should go inside a rope trick to do that.
If that is where you're most comfortable.
Over here? So someone's going to check to see where the rope trick.
Yeah, he's recommending a spot for the rope trick.
Okay.
It's sort of on the edge, and he says you should be able to exit no matter Greynose's disposition.
All right. So someone's going to invite Molgromere up into the rope trick, and then who else is our knowledge crew?
Karen has an int of 8.
It's not Banta. Black Dog doesn't care.
Grimsby is a bard and has ranks or he's a bard.
Okay, we'll bring up Jin, and Jin will carry Grimsby's bucket, his barrel, which I have underneath. I have a barrel. I'll find later a suitably grimy, horrible-looking barrel, but for now,
It's the ghoul bucket.
Yeah, it's the ghoul bucket. All right, so Jin will just basically climb up into the rope trick with the barrel.
You drum the ghoul drum.
Okay, I've gathered you here today. This is not really official, but Pablo's pen, even though we've lost a lot of the information on our charts and books and things that were in the captain's quarters, you sure you didn't have time to grab all that?
He's looking at Grimsby.
No, I was busy getting my face torn off and drowned by Astitia's bastard ways. Sorry. He says to Molgromere.
Yeah, Molgromere just lets the blasphemy pass.
Yeah. Well, we certainly gave him his due when we sent the whole ship down into the bottom of the ocean. Anyway, Pablo's pen is the last thing that we've got from Pablo, and this pen, as you recall, Molgromere, can store information inside it and rewrite it. Currently, there's something inside. I wanted you all here to see what it was, because I'm not trying to keep secrets or anything, because I'm not that kind of wizard. You be quiet. The stuff I write down in my book are formulas. You don't understand the formulas, so it's not really a secret.
Do you speak Dwarvish? Or Orcish?
Let's see. He does. He speaks both.
Okay. So, in Dwarvish, sneaky was said, and then in Orcish, monkey was said. As he was trying to sneak something to... Sneaky monkey, but he's switching between languages for the words.
All right, in Jocknamese, he gets ghoul dwarf and fish fingers.
Fair enough. Fish fingers would be awesome right about now.
Jin rustles in his bag and gives him a bit of shark. All right, so Sunwoo is going to attempt with level 5 being had a spellcraft with the identify spell or extract to identify what is going on in Pablo's pen. Let's give you a roll here. Molgromere, I think, can aid on spellcrafts.
Molgromere
has a +6. You might as well try.
You can try to aid.
Jin is staying out of it. He's just watching. And then Grimsby, I don't know if he doesn't know.
Grimsby doesn't have ranks in spellcraft. I'm going to actually have to do my job as a player and level my character once to give him a rank in spellcraft at some point.
He didn't start with it, so I think when I leveled him up, I just continued with what.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do Molgromere's aid. He aids. Does Chum?
Grimsby is going to inspire competence.
Okay. Chum is not going to aid because a +0 is dangerous, and then what does the inspire competence get? +2.
+2.
Sunwoo spellcraft +13, +10 from identify, +2 from aid, +2 from inspire competence. And he might as well drink his mutagen. Or 2. Or his cognition.
Woo!
33, rolling a 4.
Okay, it's a little better than how you did last time. You know the command word for the pen?
Okay.
You know it does contain text.
All right. Or take out one of our spare books, and we will unload the text onto an empty page in the book.
Okay.
And I'm moving the magic item to Sunwoo's character sheet.
Careful, because this could be a trap. I'm guessing not, but
Explosive ruins is inside.
All ejected by the whale while we're inside the room. Nothing could go wrong here.
You should see what happens when that thing slaps you with its tail. Okay.
So you
The
created
pen.
an extra dimensional explosion inside the whale. Oh, okay.
Okay. You activate the pen. It begins to write in these weird series of lines and dots. It doesn't appear to be text on the face of it, unless it is a very esoteric language. Give me a knowledge arcana or knowledge geography.
Arcana is higher. Let me just see it. Molgromere's got a plus 11. Grimsby has a plus 10. So Molgromere's aid 30.
Hey, buddy.
His aid is 13.
So that's a plus
4, plus 5.
Yeah.
And then Sunwoo's 15 plus 6. We get a 24, because apparently Sunwoo's rolling d4s.
You suspect these are markings that you would associate with potentially marking up a map. Like this needs to go over top of something, you think?
Okay, so it's like, so what's missing is the scale and the geography.
The scale and the geography, where it is and how big it should be. Give me a perception or linguistics. I think linguistics is for coded messages.
Yep. Okay, so this is Pablo's map icons, missing geography and scale. All right, and you wanted linguistics. Let's see. Sunwoo's at plus 11. Molgromere is a 6. Grimsby has a
6 as well.
A 6? Okay, we'll do the 2. 6 aids. Aid and aid. Oh, it was a 26. I forgot someone was mutagen for the Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty convinced. So it's not this might go on a map. You know that this goes on a map.
32 on the linguistics.
So there's a suspicious looking mark in the corner of the map.
Yep.
That basically it's a line with 2 bars. And since we have I'm drawing on my table, I can draw on the screen.
I'm zoomed really far in here.
Okay. There is a marking like this.
it's
And
like a scale, like 1 mile or 160 miles or 100 miles.
Sunwoo does have ranks in geography now, so he's been looking at a lot of maps.
Yeah.
Do we remember the scale of the charts that were on the Elpez?
Did we have? Give me a second. Shit that we lost included damage charts of the shackles from Elpez. Do we remember the scale of that map?
Give me an int check.
Just a straight old int?
Just a straight old, do you remember the thing?
Okay, we're going to get some aids from...
You didn't have knowledges in this when you looked at them.
Yeah, we're going to try aids. Grimsby and Molgromere are going to attempt.
Okay.
Oh, we've got a detraction and a non-aid. Wonderful.
Grimsby is munching in your ear.
Oh, we need 20 plus 5 plus 2 minus 2.
Yeah.
20, despite.
So you remember the scales that were on those maps. Most of the maps, give me 1 second. I will pull up the actual. Give me a second. Let me find that. Oh, here we are.
Because his maps were the maps of the shackles themselves, right? The big island.
His maps were the maps of the shackles themselves.
Yeah.
The scale was 50 miles.
So at 50 miles, does this overlay make any sense? Like, is it spots on the shackles? Or is it, like, the shackles are in roughly a triangular shape? Right?
The shackles are in roughly a triangular shape.
Does this fit into the shackles, or does this completely, like, is it just, like,
It
completely not?
it does look like it could fit into a triangular shape.
I suspect that this overlays on a 50-mile scaled map of the shackles, Molgromere.
Interesting. How do we know if the dots are... Which are the good dots and which are the bad dots?
Well, all of them are part of the mystery, so they're all clearly good. Now, the shackles, I think, are a dangerous place, so we'll be fine. You killed the sea. What on the shackles is going to bother us?
101 free pirate captains might bother you.
Yeah, well, you got goals, don't you? What is the relationship of Dread Pirate Arrogant and 101 free captains? Is he part of that group?
We're gonna roll Molgromere's profession sailor plus 13. Natural 1. I think he runs it. He is the top of the. He is the greatest of the captains of the 101 free captains.
Well, there's one way to really find out. The next pirates we meet, if they don't know who Dread Pirate Peregrine is, you can watch their reaction. I'm not really good at watching people's reactions. Of course.
And then we take their boat.
Well, yeah. Without, I don't know. You tell me. You're the pirate captain. You're the one that we all voted pirate captain.
As long as we serve Dread Pirate Harrigan.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
There's a nod from Jen, taking everyone literally. The sure at the end may be suspicious to some.
Okay. Hopefully this was a fruitful little endeavor. Captain, we should keep our eyes out for a map. Once we get a map, I'm pretty sure I can do the measurements and scale it down.
Good work, Samu.
Yeah. Very.
Don't tell Genzorig
Don't tell Gensoric what?
about what we found in Pablo's pen.
Why?
Because he's going to tell his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, he's a little blabbermouth. I heard. Everyone heard.
Yeah, he's just...
He was kind of right, though. Got to keep them wanting for more. Isn't a bad strategy.
This is true. This is true.
I don't know if that lady likes him as much as he likes her, though. That's got to be pretty obvious, right?
I am Very much. Yes. Yes.
She's still dangerous, remember? She's still fucking dangerous. Cloud kills.
Cloud kills.
Hmm?
I mean, her friend brought the biggest fucking whale I've ever seen instead of a boat.
Yeah. I like this guy. We should treat this guy nicely. I wanted to give him one of the barrels of rum, if that's okay. Well, you
Not my
got
barrel, right?
No, you got gold. We're keeping gold barrel. We're gonna get some nice holy nails or something.
You get some gold trim in here.
Yeah, we'll make it all nice in there. You know, when push comes to shove, when we get to the squibs, they're gonna make a really nice barrel. A trick barrel. Oh, I got some ideas. You hang a rope from the inside lid. Ta-da! Where'd the dwarf go? Into the rope tree. The answer's into the rope tree.
He's whispering in the barrel.
Captain, the monkey's doing good work.
Yeah, indispensable member of the crew. Remember that. I'm not the first one over the edge.
Well, at this point, I guess I don't. Do I sink? I don't even know if I sink. I haven't tried swimming.
I'm sure when we get the island that we'll have an opportunity to swim. There's a shipwreck. Shipwrecks don't tend to be on land all the time. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I haven't really felt the need to breathe in a while.
Well, you're breathing right now because you're speaking.
Right, but
In and out, and in and out, and in and out. Oh, your breath is gross. Maybe you just don't breathe for a while.
It doesn't. At least it doesn't smell of fish.
Before he descends, he just gets to the edge and just gives a glare to the group of you and then scuttles down. All right, that's what Sunwoo wanted to do. A little gift for Sailor Vost and to do some identification, which is fucking awesome now. Now, what that has to do with the Elpez or this fucking thing, who knows?
All right. Any other conversations with Sailor Vost?
I don't think so. Like Sunwoo made his friend.
Okay. Karen and Banta end up playing some sort of throwing game inside Grey Nose, where they've fashioned themselves a ball out of some of the scrap materials and a bit of cloth, and they are going long inside.
Once Lee Hida wanted to get involved, Block Dog interrupts their game and says no, and fuck back down.
Oh.
Lee's got all the feet, so he could probably throw that ball through Blue Nose.
Get everybody in trouble.
Quick draw and iterative attacks, he double hand throws. He could double hand throw with power attack and powerful throw. Like it's like his damage went up.
Imagine the hammer toss from the Olympics.
Yeah.
Multiple times per round. Every 2 seconds.
It's like I got rid of some of his one-handed weapons on his sheet just because there's no need for them anymore. Couching every throw. It's awesome.
Uh-huh. All right. It takes about 12 hours for.
Oh, it only takes about a day. Cool.
For Grey Nose to make its way. You end up arriving. So it showed up in the middle of the night. You end up there like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is the Grey Nose is truly a magnificently fast creature through the oceans.
Bonewrack is all one word or 2 words?
Bonewrack is one big old word.
And it's Isle or Island?
Isle.
Okay. So we reach Bonewrack Isle. This is the 30th day of the first month of spring. The Promise attacked the Wormwood on the first day of that month. A lot has happened to our crew in 30 days. We have 31 days of food left, minus whatever we leave behind for Greynos. All right, so during that time, I think some of the food has been distributed for each pirate to carry. Like they've got a big load for themselves to carry.
Okay.
We gift 1 barrel of rum. We'll let the captain do that to sail a Vost.
Molgromere is going to make a diplomacy check. Sunwoo auto aids.
Okay.
In fact, what is your craft? You can use your craft alchemy as an aid to this.
Cool.
Or your gift of the gray ink.
38, not 20.
So that's 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 4 aid. Molgromere's diplomacy. Chum Chum will attempt to aid. Chum Chum will not attempt to aid.
-2? No.
Chum Chum is not diplomatic. He throws poopy around.
plus 9.
Plus 9? Okay, so nobody else really interacted too much with the captain. Everybody else was worried about getting eaten. So plus 13. 16. He accepts the gift. He states that I will drop you off on the north side of the island. There is a fishing village there. The docks are better for Greynos. There is a beach on the other side, but it is difficult for Greynos to get close.
Are the people that live at the fishing village?
From time to time.
Oh, perhaps it would be best if we show up there and not make our presence known. We don't know who these assholes are.
Yeah. Karen whaps Skenzorg on the back. We don't know who these assholes are.
Sneaking around in someone's backyard is kind of rude.
Are we there to grab treasure and stuff? I don't think Bonewrack Isle is a civilized spot. Everyone would be at the squibs if they could, wouldn't it?
You can be left out at sea if you'd prefer.
It's up to Molgromere. How about that beach? If we get let off near the beach, we could just row in, right?
He nods.
Yeah, my recommendation is to let off the beach. We don't know who these assholes are.
Okay. We've got a vote for the beach.
Blackjack's just like, we're afraid of fucking fishermen. He's just disappointed. He's shaking.
he's not mad. He's just disappointed. Yeah, you're currently having a conversation about the fishermen are scary.
Cowards.
Oh, we don't know them.
Don't say it. They're fishermen. It wasn't described as a village of warriors.
Well, I guess so.
I mean,
Banta says something drunken and incomprehensible. To do that, just
there's a fucking bear. Look,
Gitano's basically saying, "Don't worry, he'll protect you."
Don't worry, I'll protect
which
you.
only annoys Black Dog more. He's fine with whatever Molgromere. There's two camps. There's people who want to arrive on the beach, make our own camp, and there's a group that are muttering that
Okay.
we shouldn't be afraid of villagers.
All right. We've got who all gets votes is the question. We've got a Black Dog. Go get him. And we've got a Sunwoo, let's go spend some time on the beach. Molgromere is letting people group up, and he's taking the temperature.
Yeah, I think the people against the beach are just grumbly. Like, I don't think Black Dog's like he doesn't have much of a stake in this. He's just more disappointed that you guys are shying away from interacting with people who are described as lesser than you. The rice farmers. No, we're gonna sneak up on the rice
God,
farmers.
they're
It's like,
kick my ass.
holy fuck. Fine. But no, we'll do the beach.
Okay. All right. The party is being left out at sea, so Grey Nose stops at sea. I'm going to go to Bonewrack Isle. So you're being left off at sea. You can see the general shape of an island.
Okay, Ganzorg's going to cast Flotsam Vessel.
Okay. This map is
Which map? You got
sorry. And this map is 1,000-foot squares right now.
Oh wow, it's giant. Okay. If you give us a little bit more room, I gotta organize people around it. The Flotsam Vessel, it's from a splat book. The effect does not match the description. I'm gonna just go off the description. It is
How far off are the two?
fucking stupid. A small raft created by the spell is roughly 5 feet square, increasing an additional 5 foot square for every 2 caster levels you possess. He is caster level 5. So it's 15 feet square, and each 5 foot section can carry 2 medium passengers. So it's a version of short straw that is like these 3 things stuck together, and it could hold 6 people.
Okay.
We're going to drag the rafts behind our big boat, which can only hold 12 people, and Jin is going to help push the big boat, which I think gets everyone. So if we put 6 there, and we said, what, 4 on our... 4 to 8 on the...
It's 4 on the raft.
Yep. And then 12 on...
You can put 12. You have a crew of 4, and then 12, and then you can have 8 passengers or 2 tons of cargo.
So we're leaving food behind then, is what you're saying.
I'm kind of saying, unless you start getting creative with...
All right, so Ghoul is going to learn how to swim. Jin is swimming. We could have done this math, and I could cast another Flotsam Vessel instead of a gravity bow for today.
Yep, that's totally fine.
It's fine. Which means that we've got enough crazy raft for 12 people, as per the spell, which I think covers the crew. When we put some beef on the raft.
Molgromere is also a swimmer.
Yep.
So I'm going to put him over on the swimmy. And then you've got a crew here, and then you have several tons of cargo.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
This now sets up. Okay.
So our 31 days of food, this includes shark meat, the food that we salvaged from the Promise, and like tons of fucking seaweed that we collected. How much of that can we fit?
Let me get the.
Previously, we said a day of food was a ton, but then we lost basically 2/3 of our crew. So I think we're leaving behind a gigantic portion of our food.
Give me 1 second here. A day of food, because you don't need water for your crew, so you can just need the food part of the food. And how many people? You have 20 people in total?
Give me a second. 12. I'm going to count Krimler as one. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24. One of us is small and one of us is large.
Okay. So it would be... So it's a couple 100 pounds of food per day.
Okay.
So you've got 2 tons.
2 tons, which is 4,000.
4,000 pounds.
Divided by 200 is we can keep 20 days of food. All right.
Yeah.
So we gift the druid guy just, I don't know, fucking sell all the celery that we want. Probably a bunch of the seaweed stuff ended up leaving behind for the druid.
Yep. He seems more appreciative of the salad than he was for the booze.
For the booze? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, he's...
druid can't get poisoned or some shit. He's like, I can't get drunk. And a drunk whale's a bad idea.
A drunk whale's a terrible idea. Shit sucks.
All right, so we left some of our food behind. That's fine. And those Flotsam vessels fucking came in handy here. They last for 5 hours, which is, we wouldn't have been able to do it for our long-term trip, but for this short beach head, I think we're fine.
Okay.
So where are we coming in here? Is this the beach?
So this is so you're being left out of the whale.
Yep.
Out here at the deep sea, he doesn't want to get too close into here because there's just it gets really shallow.
Okay.
Again, it's 1,000 feet per square.
And this looks like a nice little cove. So if we could get dropped off here and head into.
Perfect.
Here.
What you can see in the island, I'm just going to basically, it's because it's really obvious. There is a mountain peak over on the side here, and there's a large peak over here. There's 2 large peaks and then a bunch of lowland.
What is this squiggle? Is this the coastline or is this? Do we know yet?
You're not certain yet. You're later gonna find. You'll later find out.
All right, we're heading for this little dip in here. Okay. Assuming this is beach.
Yep. That is beach.
Okay.
Okay. What token are we going to use? We're going to use a Molgromere because he's the captain.
Sure. I'll copy that. Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, I've got a barrel in my queue for some reason. All right, what's the weather like today? Like, is this
tiny little Molgromere? Give us 2d6.
You made the wrong decision. It's a fucking gale force wind. Oh god. 7.
7. It's beautiful.
Okay. All right.
It's fucking sunshine lollipop.
We're just gonna hang out in the whale for extra time.
Yeah, clock's ticking, asshole.
Yeah, we've got the swimmers basically holding on to the big boat, and then ropes pulling the rafts. A big chain of us are getting in there, and when we get close enough to the beach, everyone could just, fucking.
So at a leisurely pace, it is 5 minutes per square to travel. So it's 15 minutes to row yourself ashore. 20 minutes if you want to get right into the nook there.
Okay, I think we're gonna actually make a workout out of it.
Okay, so it's half that time. And
Black Dog doesn't want us out there bobbing in the water, letting everyone in the island know we're coming. Like, let's make haste. Less time we're out here, less time people can see. We don't know who these fishermen are. There's a bit of sarcasm from Black Dog, but that's about all. That's about all.
Okay.
Black Dog is using his sword as an oar.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep.
All right. You roll yourself ashore. Give me a percentile check.
Percentile. Because C6 is coming to get you.
C6.
58.
58. Okay. You roll yourself to shore. You approach white sand beaches. The beach is at least a mile long. Towards the inner edge, sorry, scatter around the edge of this beach. This beach is basically this part here. There are 50-foot high palm trees, brimming with coconuts. It looks very idyllic.
Okay, Sunwoo climbs a palm tree.
Okay, you make your way to shore. Sunwoo climbs a palm tree.
Picks a coconut.
Picks a coconut. Okay. Yeah, you got yourself a coconut.
Oh yeah, he picked it by hitting it and making it hit the hit the ground.
Okay, give me.
I got an idea for our games.
Yeah.
Says Lee. He takes the coconut that fell and lobs it at Karen. Black Dog, knock it off.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't so bad. Like Karen's like, this seems pretty good.
Black Dog's like looking for cover. Is there a place for us to make camp without people seeing us? Like, is there any tree line or bush line or anything like that?
So, it looks like there are more trees if you like ahead of you at the base of the mountain, and then there is a heavily vegetated area to the north.
Okay. If we just left our big boat here, like anyone can just see that there's a boat here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's you're in a wide open space. You're in a wide open space that would be subject to a professional sailor check, DC 10. You're in if you leave your boat here and you go off, when you come back, that boat might not be here because of tides. Like you're on a tide plane right now. Like it's gonna water go up,
Okay,
water
Black
go
Dog
down.
doesn't know that.
The Black Dog does.
He goes up to Molgromere. There's no cover here. If we're gonna make camp, we need to leave people behind to guard the boat.
There's tides here. You see the water line. He's pointing at where the sand. He's basically pointing at. There's a reason why our fish friend was, worried about sand. The tides
from an island, he probably couldn't figure out the tides, but he knows what tides mean, I guess. Like one rank profession sailor.
Yep.
All right, you idiots. You see where the tide line is? Nothing you want to keep goes below that. Goes below that line. Drag the boat.
Yes, sir. You're starting to drag your boat in. I'm assuming you're just going up to basically once you get to the green, you're good.
Yeah.
As you're going,
if there's any copse of trees or anything that we can kind of put the boat behind, that's what we're going to head towards, or a rock, or an outcropping, or.
Okay. As you're sort of traveling along, you can see a different form of vegetation. Like these are obviously trees that are sort of interspersed. There's something else to the south. And as you're going, you do end up, as you're sort of pulling the boat in, you do find what looks to be like remnants of a road. It's like a trail. It's not a just by people's foot traffic. It pounds the vegetation dead.
We should send out a party to scout. No need for all of us to be dragging this boat around this island. It's big. He's looking up at the mountains.
Yeah.
He's wondering to himself, I wonder if Kenku.
Kenku everywhere. Fucking Kenku. All right. The mountains. Give me a second. Yeah, the water is beautiful. It's relatively easy to. Well, there are periods where it's easy to swim. It was the people who were swimming all had swim speeds. If you didn't have a swim speed, it would actually have been difficult to necessarily get to shore.
Yep.
Because of the way the currents worked.
So we're gonna make camp here.
Yeah. There's the cliffs around the edge of the island are 500 feet high, so they're difficult to climb.
All right. Who are we going to leave behind at camp? Who's going? I'm going to scroll up to our group here. So these rafts will disappear in 5 hours, so we don't necessarily need them. We're going to leave our crew behind. We need someone to watch the crew who's trustworthy.
Short stone twirls his tiny mustache.
Capano and Molgromere. I don't know if we're bringing them or not, or...
Oh, Mark is currently away, so... I think they get left behind.
Okay, the two stealthiest people I looked earlier are Sun Wu and Genzori. They are the stealth masters of the party. The next stealthiest people are Grimsby and Black Dog.
Okay.
And Banta. Grimsby's got a plus 12, Banta's got a plus 11, Black Dog's got a plus 10. And then the rest of these chuckleheads are like, they will be seen.
They will be seen, yep.
Including Molgromere.
You've got basically a road. The road goes two different directions, and then a couple of weird cliffs that you may or may not want to climb. I'm not certain. Are you splitting the party, or are you scouting in one direction, two directions?
I think this group could take care of itself. Pretty sure this is a pretty beefy group.
Okay.
Unless we want to bring a Mark character along so that when he's here on Saturday.
We probably should bring a Mark character along just when he's here on Saturday. And Marty should probably leave a Marty character behind.
Okay.
For when Marty is here on Saturday.
Got it. All right, help me out here. Who's going to help maintain control over the men? Basically, what we don't want them doing is leaving in the boat.
Yeah, them fucking off. Well, if we're talking, I can't imagine Marty not bringing Black Dog to go investigate. He's not afraid of the fishermen.
No, he's not afraid of the fishermen.
Which
Ganzorig is made for. He's a
right.
He's made for
which makes me go, it's Lee or it's Jin, and I actually think it's like maintaining. Like Jin listens, right?
Yeah. Big Steak Man is not your ambassador, basically.
Yeah.
And I actually think Grimsby is not our ambassador, to be honest. No. We don't go say hello with our newly created ghoul.
Here's our ghoul. Ghoul in a box.
He could be learning how to swim in the tides or some shit.
Ah!
All right, and then who's Mark gonna bring?
It probably sounds like lots of work climbing things, so I think Gitano is sleeping amongst the crewmen.
I don't know. I don't do it, Ed.
That looks really high.
Cabin boy is just waiting for his cabin. That's all. All right, so we bring our captain with us, basically.
Yep. There we go.
Okay, the way that we're going to explore, Ganzorig and Sun Wu are going to sneak ahead while the rest of the party walks down the road slowly.
Okay. All right. Which direction are you going?
I think we're gonna go south.
South? Okay.
Left. Always left.
Always left. All right. I'm going to. Well, I've actually already unfogged a space. So let's. In the space we've unfogged, I'm going to put some like land shaped color because it just bugs me to be like you're walking on water. No, you're not.
Okay. All right.
All right, and I'm going to go to my foggy tool and unfog some more space. All right, you're sneaking along and you're heading southerly.
Yep. We'll
All
say
right.
that between trees and bushes and grasses, that sort of thing, Sunwoo's stealth is plus. I want to say with magic, they both have magic items. Yeah, Sunwoo's stealth is plus 20 and Ganzorig's plus 15.
Okay. As you make your way south along the island, along this trail, you see a oddly geometric shape of vegetation. There's a 10.5 or 12-foot tall just wall of what looks to be like out of control corn. Being grown here,
It's like a farm.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't look like it's been tended in a while, I don't think.
there's a this is enough food production for a significant number of people, right? This is a massive farm.
Okay, well, while Ganzorig's sticking an eye out, Sunwoo's gonna cut a corn open to see what's inside.
Okay, give me a knowledge nature.
19.
There's it's an old style of sweet corn. It's not modern corn. It's the one that it needs to be made into flour. It's a little dinky. It's the little dinky corns. It's red and yellow kernels.
Anything wrong with it?
Nothing on the surface appears to be wrong with it.
Detect magic, detect poison.
It does not appear to be magical or poisonous.
Okay, someone who tries it.
It'd make a good flour. You could make some excellent bread with this.
Ooh, we should take some or trade for it if somebody's around here. There's probably a farmhouse. No magic. This is just somebody's hard work.
Okay. Give me a perception check from Sunwoo and Ganzorig.
Sure. Sunwoo. Is he looking at corn?
Sunwoo is not looking at corn. Or he might be looking at corn, depends how he rolls.
24, okay. And
hey, he sees more than just corn.
And Ganzorig, he was talking about looking for a farmhouse. Ganzorig's. Is this considered plains?
This, with the farms, we'll call this plains. This
Okay.
is... We're going to be very low on plains this campaign.
In his favorite terrain. Fuck yeah. 28 for Ganzorig.
28? Okay.
Just like tall grasses.
Okay, you thought you saw somebody for a second? In the field watching you? Oh, maybe it's a scarecrow. Well, it's not really a scarecrow. There's a bunch of desiccated heads on sticks, hidden amongst the corn.
All right. Do you see that over there?
Oh,
There's something bad ahead. You want to go back and warn them?
At this point, the rest of the party is on the other side of this wall of vegetation.
Yep.
and you're basically inside. Basically, we're gonna say map relevant. They're 40, 50 feet behind you.
Okay, Genzorg makes a whistle.
I'm just going to do one of these, and I will unfog just so we have more space. And then I'm going to go one here and do one of these, and go like, hey, yo, there's a veggie wall. Hey, yo, hey.
Oh, so we wandered into the corn a bit?
Yeah, you just wandered it a little bit.
Okay, Sunwoo's going to go back to Warren.
Okay.
Genzorg's going to keep watch on these things, make sure they don't move.
Okay, give me a stealth check for Sun Wu, and give me a stealth check with a -10 for Whistling Genzorg.
Sunwoo gets a 21, rolls a 1, and then the whistle, 23 for Genzorg.
Throws you. Okay.
He's going back and rustling the corn as he goes. Stop moving.
Okay. That's a big wall. There's a stone wall at the base of this, but the corn and vegetable, the plant matter has just sort of grown over it and up. It seems to not have been in good repair for at least a few months, if not more.
Sunwoo hops up under the wall.
Genzorg says there's dead things in the corn.
He yells back to the party. He's not hiding anymore. He's standing on the wall.
Okay.
How high is the wall? Like 5 foot? It's like a cow wall, or?
Oh yeah, it's a cow wall. It's a low wall just to keep out some sort of.
Keeping an eye out. His bow is out.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, undead. I had enough of you. Favorite terrain and favorite end.
I got you. Got you so bad. Wish I didn't get you so bad.
If only he's got a mount. They'd be so dead.
Get off the stupid boat.
Okay, now that he sees that Sun Wu's back there and talking to them, he's gonna sail an arrow into the nearest head.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Combat sheet, Genzorg. How far is this? Is to scale at this point?
It is to scale. Yeah, you've actually come across.
Is it undead?
Is it undead? Yes, it's undead.
Okay. And 2 and 2. Just trying to hit it, so we're not going to do anything too fancy. Sails an arrow into the nearest one for AC 25.
Okay, how much damage do you do?
14.
Okay. Could you roll 3d4?
9.
Uh-oh. Okay. Thousands of insects come shattering out of this head.
Oh no. What the fuck?
As bugs are starting to just make themselves alive in this space.
Malaria swarms. There's mosquito swarms?
There are mosquito swarms.
No.
You can see these. The whole place with this cracking skull seems to become very active and busy and buzzy. Initiative.
All right. Let's go to the initiative sheet. There's enough of us here. Mosquito swarms go at what initiative modifier?
The mosquito swarms go at an initiative modifier of +3.
You're gonna make us burn down this corn patch, aren't you?
As you sneak around the island.
But there were bugs.
Okay.
Okay. Sunwoo Gitano's not there. Jaina's not there. Grimsby is not there. The crew is not there. Okay. Molgromere rolled a 3.
All right. There's a surprise as well.
Oh.
Sorry. Well, it's much less surprising when I go. Did you put the surprise down?
What's the initiative modifier of the Angry Druid?
The +2.
+2. Okay. I'll roll a d20. 5, and then resort. All right, and I fixed the thing where Molgromere gets into minuses. It's still at the end of the initiative instead of the end of the sheet. All right, Bantus first, Genzori, Karen, Krimlir, Sunwoo, Mosquito Swarms, Lee, Surprise, Black Dog, Molgromere. There are bugs! Genzori's yelling about bugs. Sunwoo probably could see horrible my inside.
There's an intense amount of mosquitoes that are coming out of this space. Massive numbers of mosquitoes.
Bandit's gonna surge forward and hop up onto the.
He will
drink his drink his juice for a key point.
Drink his key point juice. Yeah, we've got rum on. We're still trying to get rid of all the rum we have. So, he drinks a key point juice.
So this is his extra key. He's got 1. I don't think we've drank mutagens or anything like that yet. Genzorig. Oh. I think you found Genzorig's weakness. Old animal.
One mosquito stops flying. Falls to the swamp.
Okay, so I think, I think Genzorig is this difficult terrain moving through this corner or not?
It is difficult terrain unless you've got it's a non-magical impediment to movement in the patch.
Okay, and I don't think favorite terrain means you can move through difficult terrain.
Eventually rangers can.
Okay.
Rangers have like wild stride, woodland stride at 7th.
Yeah, so I think Genzorig's just going to double move up to the wall, climb up, or hop up. I don't know
Okay.
what DC if that hop is.
It is a DC. It's a DC 5 climb check. It's very, very easy to climb.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so he gets up there with the double move, and then we'll take out a torch if he carries one. He does. It's not lit yet, but he's got it out. Oh, a readied item torch. Is that a 2 action? It's probably 2 action, take out and light, right? So
it's a readied item. It's an action, unless you didn't have a hand ready, isn't it?
okay, then he's got a.
It's because it's a readied item.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a weapon.
Yep.
It's just my torch is out. I use an action.
He's got a bow in one hand and now a torch in his hand, and he's waving it around. Well, we're gonna need fire in a second. Try not to burn the corn.
Making popcorn. Karen. I'm not afraid of bugs.
Oh, everyone needs to move back. We're not going to burn the corn. We need to move back. No.
Oh God! Oh God! There's bugs. Karen will drink his mutagen. Just. Are we gonna have time to brew another mutagen? There's nothing to punch. He might not drink his mutagen. That seems a little too hair trigger. Corinne is going to move up, and he's being told to move back. So he's going to move up. He's going to move back because Stunwoo was like, "No, you got to move back."
Yep.
So Corinne will move back, and he will pull out the club.
Okay. Crimler is going to move up to here and ready in action to bite something.
All right, Sunwoo.
Sick.
Oh, this is bad. Really, really bad.
This coin's going to burn, right, if I start using alchemy fire.
It hasn't been tended to in some time. And the
Oh,
weather is
all
beautiful.
all the leaves and stuff. Okay, so Sunwoo is going to climb back with the party.
You need to spread out.
And will ready in action to throw a bomb when and if bugs get to at least the wall, because I can control the burning.
Okay. All right. Next, it is the swarms. Okay. The swarms are angrily moving towards the source of blood that will feed and birth their future children. How fast these things go? They fly at faster than humans.
Okay, there's a ready action. Oh god. If they come in that order.
They moved as one. You're allowed
Okay,
to.
all right.
You're allowed to try to protect yourself if you want.
Who is going to bomb the fucking mosquito swarm that is coming straight towards him when it crests the wall?
Okay, and there's one that is flying out from further in the field somewhere.
Sunwoo's attack. I don't have this all pre-calc. I do. AC nat 20.
Can't be critted. Was there tiny like that? But yes, did you strike it for sure?
Living things in vermin can be critted, right?
It doesn't. It's not a mob. It is a swarm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You blow one of those mosquitoes is super fucking dead. In fact, it's like I think you can only do the splash damage to them in terms of like they're immune to weapon. So, but yes, do damage.
Roll damage, or do you want me to do the splash damage?
If you roll damage, it doesn't get multiplied. If you splash it, you multiply it. You can choose whichever way you think is going to be more.
Is it halved or is it not multiplied? It's not multiplied because we said torches can work, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna roll damage.
Okay.
Because 16 is almost the same as.
Same thing, except there's no saving throw, which is good. 16. Okay, so you burn this swarm.
Okay, and then I think Ganzori gets an AOO with his torch.
Yep.
Ganzori's melee isn't amazing. The torch is an improvised weapon, right?
Torches are improvised. Yeah. And this is where we need to make combat torches.
AC 10.
AC 10. You wave around. They're getting in your beard and your ears and.
Oh god. And then, do our weapon attacks, Grimlear bites at the mosquito swarm? Does it do anything? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Let's just see if Grimlear crits herself. Nope. Lucky 13.
Oh, these things are horrible.
Yes, they are. Okay. Everybody's getting eaten by mosquitoes. 4 damage on Sunwoo.
Okay.
5 damage on Banta and Ganzorig. And 9 damage on Karen and Grimlear.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. 9 on Kren and Grimlear.
Yep. What we said before for swarms was you could not block with your armor or shield. You could block with natural armor or con.
Yeah, I think he took his reaction, so he doesn't get to do anything. Sunwoo had it ready, so he's going to block with his con. I think I have 14. Did I make him properly? I did. 2 damage. Banta will block with his
Con.
He's got a 14 con.
Karen will block with his con.
And Grimlear, at the mercy of what does Griffin do, blocks with her nat armor. But if she doesn't want dense, so
she should become all full of all swollen and sad.
Yeah, Grimlear. Yeah, the only one with a magical protection right now is a Sunwoo. Like before he wandered out, he got a 5-hour mage armor going on. So
if you use the mage armor, you'd block all the damage, and then you wouldn't have the secondary effects.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to pop the mage armor. Sunwoo doesn't want this. Do not want it.
All right. Everybody.
Or does it pop?
What we said with blocking with those spells is that they pop no matter what when you block. Yeah.
Yep.
And we can tweak that later. I personally think they should be blocking a number of blocks based off of caster level or something. Like I think you should be able to get more blocks out of one.
Or they just follow the AC rule, right?
Or they follow the AC rule.
3, 2, 1, and then they're not there anymore.
And the amount of blocks probably should be dropping as it goes, like following the same thing. There's probably there's just something in there. Yes.
The secondary effects are what? Fort saves?
First, everybody who took damage is they're bloody or not? They're bleeding. Not that one.
First one.
It's the first one.
Other.
Yes, they are. Okay. So they're bleeding, which they'll bleed on their turn, and then they have a distraction and potentially.
Of course, you wanted Jinja to stay behind. He's the only one with an AoE that can do this. Bastard! I'll never listen to you again.
I don't know what you're talking about. I need 2.
Gentle negative energy becoming super handy right now.
I need 2 fort saves. The DC of the fort save is low.
Okay.
But there's 2 of them.
Let's do Ganzorig. Nat 1 and 17.
Okay, you're not distracted, Ganzorig.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the first fort save anymore.
He's diseased.
You can make a little note that he's diseased.
Mosquito disease.
All right, Banta. Banta's fortitude save. Banta doesn't have to worry about the first save anymore either. He's
Does he roll
diseased.
one?
He didn't
No,
roll one.
He just rolled poorly.
He's rolled poorly.
Krimlir is diseased.
Oh no. Okay. Krimlir is diseased. So far nobody's distracted. Everybody's like not worried about the bugs. Oh, they're in my mouth. They're just eating them. Okay, then Karen. Come on, Karen. You love diseases. They're your favorite.
Come back at fucking malaria camp on the beach.
Karen's fine. Karen loves mosquitoes. They're everywhere. Oh my god, there's so many bugs. Cord, help us with the bugs. We need Kazuth or something in here. All right. Mosquitoes, and there's some more mosquitoes coming, but they didn't fly far enough.
How injured is this swarm?
It's not bloodied.
These things can kill us.
Leave, Mr. Hida.
Oh. Okay. Unaffected by weapons. Awesome. Okay, Lee has one alchemist fire in his pouch. He will whip that. At the one that's attacking Sun Wu, we just need to put one of them down. Lee's attack. Might as well drink his mutagen. It's not going to bother power attacking this one. There's no point. Okay, AC 31 on the.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and Alchemist Fire does D6, and with his Alchemist, I think he still has Splash Weapon Expert. Yeah, he does.
I think he has like 1 plus his int added to that.
Yeah. 1d6 plus 2 plus 1. Eight damage.
Okay. That swarm is now bloodied.
Okay, okay. Huh. Alright, he's gonna 5-foot step as a swift. Dig around in Sun Wu's ear.
Okay.
And take from Sun Wu's belt an Alchemist Fire. Which I'm pretty sure I can't do as a quick draw because it's on somebody else. But
Yep. An action to grab something off somebody's ready item slot.
Yeah.
Who's cooperative, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So he's now armed with an alchemist pot.
Okay.
And I'll subtract that from Sun Wu's.
All right. Next, it is the surprise.
I've got torches.
Is what.
Ganzorig and Banta, you're not distracted. Oh, both of you, so you're both aware.
Yep.
Give me a perception check for Banta and a perception check for Ganzorig.
Okay, d20 roll from Banta is 13. D20 roll from Ganzorig is 5. For Ganzorig,
That's 19.
It's higher than that because we're in
Oh.
planes. So for Ganzorig, 14, 19, 21, and it would be 23 against Undead.
Okay.
And Banta, perception is plus 12, so we got a 25.
Okay. All right. You're not flat-footed. As you basically see some like rustling through the corn. Something is jumping out and trying to grab one of you off of the ledge. As you see, a big insect thing is trying to snip you off.
Good God! Mosquitoes and eggs. Nobody eats this corn.
It's so fertile and full of vegetation. You can see these like mounds in the corn moving throughout this field as things are coming.
Something to punch this Banta. Don't open your mouth.
All right, so one is Banta, two is Ganzorig. One is Banta. All right, so it came up to grab Banta off the ledge.
Good luck.
Banta is aware of it. It's going to bite Banta. AC 8.
No.
Because biting you, partially digesting you, and dragging you underground. Just your head sticks out for mosquitoes to bite.
Nope.
All right. That was the surprise, which we can now call... Well, yeah, you haven't identified them yet, but Ankegs.
That's it. Squirt your acid all over the fucking mosquitoes.
Squirt me!
We don't know.
Try to squirt me and squirt me! Black Dog, you start. I'm going to quickly go pee-pee.
Yep. So there's a swarm there. Something going on. All right. Black Dog is going to turn invisible with a key point as a swift double move to here, up onto the ledge, attack the Ankheg. Let's roll his Aijutsu focus check for 25, assuming the bug can't see, which is plus 4d6 on the attack. All right. Black Dog moved beside the swarm up onto the wall after spending a key point to turn invisible.
Okay.
Kenku stealth. We rolled our Aijutsu focus check, assuming the Ankheg can't see us.
So...
Is it flat-footed?
Give me a second. It's reacting to you, but it doesn't see you.
Okay.
So it is flat-footed.
Awesome. Black Dog's going to rage. He didn't have a chance to drink his mutagen. All right. Weapon training, weapon, power attack versus attack, oversize. We've got rage going. There is no bonus from that. What am I missing? I think that's good. Okay, from up on the cobbly wall, AC 29.